use the two at the end. I'll save the two at the end that are kind of like darker so that if you feel sensitive, you can just time out when I get to those. But we'll talk about some of the lighter ones first. Things that have gone viral, things that are problematic, an arrest that's been made. Before we get into it, you know the drill, you know the deal. We're gonna do some channel maintenance, channel hygiene. Channels are Tamagotchi. So if you're new here, welcome to my nonsense. If you're old here, welcome back. Oh geez, if you're new here, please consider hitting subscribe. If you're old here, go up and check, make sure you're subscribed. Hit the like if you like, leave a comment. It can be anything related to the video. It could just be a hello, a few emojis, whatever, as long as it's cool and respectful. Hit the notification bell. As always, I've linked my tip jars down yonder in the description box. No pressure whatsoever, but every $1 or $2 helps. That allows me to continue to make content. Also, you are invited to my Patreon. I know not everybody can come, but you can't say you weren't invited. The link to my Patreon is down below, and I post a lot over there. If you want extra content, but you don't want to leave this platform, you can join YouTube memberships by clicking join below or go to my channel page, clicking the join button. That is content that's exclusive to YouTube members. Alright, so let's start with the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni. For some reason I thought this was over, but no, apparently just like Justin's side of it got dropped, which I find crazy because, like, shouldn't they be together? I don't know how this works, but anyways, a bunch of stuff got leaked, okay? A bunch of, well, not leaked, I think it's just public info now. It dropped or whatever, and it is Blake Lively's text messages and email messages with other celebrities. And when I tell you, if you didn't think Blake Lively could look any worse, we have this. We have all this now. She was, there's a full letter to Ben Affleck. This is so weird. It opens up, it's an email, and she's schmoozing him. Oh, me and my husband, we just love you so much, and it would mean the world to me if you would just take a look at this film and tell me what you think, because the director was a clown and I had to do all this stuff myself and I had to change everything. And she name drops, she goes, oh, and Matt Damon, my husband's talking to Matt Damon about reviewing it as well. And she's like, look at you guys, you good guys doing good things. Like, it rubbed me the wrong, it's like, when schmoozing, you know, like when I feel like I'm being schmoozed, I instantly go into like, whoa. What kind of technique is this? What are you doing here? So she schmoozes him, and then she's like, oh, and we just love your wife, J-Lo. It would also mean the world to me if she could take a look at it and let me know her thoughts. And of course, you know, if your guys' kids want to watch it, and if you guys want to come to the friends and family viewing, we would of course allow that. Like, it's icky. Also, Ben and Matt are BFFs, so you would think they'd already be talking about stuff. I don't know celebrities, like, I don't know if they talk about what's going on in their lives or not, but I know that Matt Damon did, wait, to follow that up, then her husband emails Ben Affleck. Ryan emails Ben Affleck like, oh, hi, I know my wife got in contact with you, and yeah, we just love you, and so, no pressure. But I'm like, wait, you guys both emailed him, but there's no pressure. You followed up, emailed him, but there's no pressure. I don't know what his response was. I know that the Matt Damon and his wife did watch the film, and they sent Blake Lively an email that was in this whole drop, and it was like, oh, I'm so sorry that you had to go through all that with your butthead of a director. And Matt Damon says, if you ever want to come over and direct a film for he's got his own production company, you know, like, how about we do that next, since you went through this hardship. And I'm like, is that how this works? Because there's no proof that she's any good, okay? So it's just favors, and then if it sucks, oh well. By the way, it might suck, and that might be okay, because I just watched The Rip. Trash. they'll watch anything, like, they as in us, they'll watch anything these days. Let's just put them together and it's sold. Also, the Taylor Swift text came out, and Taylor acting like she was in the dark. She was not. They don't make Taylor look good, and it's like, oh yeah, I'll do anything for you. Basically, Blake directs her at what she should be saying, what parts she would like changed, and she's like, yeah, so you should mention this part and that part when you talk to Justin, so that he thinks like those are your genuine thoughts. And Taylor goes and does it, and then like Blake follows up with like, oh man, you're the shit, like another schmooze session, like I can't believe I have you as a friend, like that worked so good, this clown fell for it, like it's not good. And every email that Blake is sending, she's calling Justin a clown. She's saying that she had to do all the work. Mind you, Blake was hired as an actress, not a director. So I don't know why she was taking all these directive privileges away from Justin in the first place. And if she thought the script was trash, why did she accept it? Also, how much can you change when we're taking a book? We made it into a script. Like, how much do you want to change? This has to follow the book. She also said that she was really uncomfortable during the labor scene. And they released, like, the footage of the labor scene, and it's just regular acting of, like, a woman in labor. And if that's uncomfortable, then that's part of your job, right? Like, you know, there's a labor scene, you saw the script for it, you knew how it was going to go down, and you also could, like, usually there's a liaison to, like, it didn't look like anything was exposed. I don't think you have to be, why would you have to be really exposed, you know? The labor scene, like, it's just like, you're up, and it looked like nothing out of the ordinary to me. I don't know. So, that was the Blake Lively sitch. We've got Skai Jackson. I don't even know what to think of this girl. She was like a Disney and Nickelodeon girl. I don't know if she's been all over the place. At first, like, she had some scam that she was running with computers or bidding a raffle. I don't know. She made the headlines for that, and then she was supposedly doing like yacht girl things for a while. So that was the last I heard. But now they say like this is the life. She was like getting kind of out there and having like some unsavory characters on her feeds and stuff, and in her lives, I guess. Well, she went and had a baby with one of them. This man's name is Yucky Yucky. I'm sorry, that's not his like given name. He goes by Yucky Yucky. He's like he's in a gang or something. I don't know if it's over here. I don't know where he's from. Anyway, Yucky Yucky. Supposedly she met him in jail. Like he was already locked up when they met, right? At some point he must have got out because they had a baby together, right? And then he got in trouble, or maybe it's just like court time. I don't know. Anyway, Yucky Yucky just got sentenced to 21 to 26 years for murder. And 3 aggravated robberies. Okay, so this is to Skai Jackson, who has all, like, she could have dated probably anybody out there. Like, not anybody, like, but she probably had her pick of, more savory characters, okay? Like, I don't know, she probably isn't running around with A-listers, but she had her pick, okay? And this is who she picked. Yucky Yucky. And I think there's already been drama even between them. Like, I think she's got charges against him and restraining orders against him. And then somebody was saying, like, she was going to wait for him. And she's going to wait 26 years. That's a lie. Nobody's waiting 26 years. Get out of here. But I hope that for this kid's sake that she right? And then she goes on to pick from a pool of gentlemen with some better attributes than yucky yucky, okay? Okay, we have got the workout tripod. This is just something that went viral, and it was okay, the first thing that went viral, I guess, was somebody with some reach on TikTok. It's them filming in their car, and she's like, look, I walked into my workout class, and you know, here's this lady setting up a tripod, and I would have had to have been behind her. So like, I walked in and I was like, no, and walked straight back out. I don't know if you get your money back or what, or I don't even know why they allow it, really, unless you're in the back. Like, if you want to be a tripod girl, you need to be in the back. Anyway, she's in her car, and she's like, look, me and my tummy did not sign up to be like huffing and puffing on this other lady's TikTok feed, right? And now that was out there. Meanwhile, you see this other TikTok of a girl setting up her tripod, and then that lady walking in and being like, and walking out, and the lady that's setting up her tripod, she's got reach too, right? And she like rolls her eyes and gives like a stank look, like, how dare you not want to be in my video, or like just snotty about it, right? So then people put the pieces together, and the tripod girl goes on to say, like, don't be mad at me, be mad at the mirror, something like that. Then she says, like, she was talking about energies, and she wasn't being a mean girl, she just sensed bad energy, blah blah blah. But I want your guys' opinions, like, drop your opinion below. I feel like, okay, we live in an age where we know we go outside, there might be cameras and stuff, people are making content everywhere, as annoying as it is, like, we know that's a thing. And to an extent, I'm like, okay, whatever, like, if I'm at the mall and I have to walk, I'm gonna try to avoid it, but if I can't, like, whatever. But a workout class, there's just certain things, doctor's offices, there's certain things that should not. Also, I don't want to be, like, in the background shoving my face with, like, a chili dog at a restaurant, you know. I don't know where we draw the line, like, I really don't. I don't. Like, obviously, you're walking around in a big city downtown, like, you could be on the news, that's been a thing forever. So, in passing, whatever, but a workout class, like, I'm on that lady's side. I did not come here for that. And I'm trying to work on things with my body, and I feel vulnerable. Like, nah. So, that now, we are going to get into some of the darker things, okay? So, if you're sensitive to, we're going to talk about the David case, and then we're going to talk about a viral dad and son moment that was very not okay. Very okay. The David stuff. Now, D4VID or DAV4D, whatever the guy that is being looked at for that Celeste, that 14-year-old girl that he was seeing her murder and mutilation. He has not been arrested, and to everybody's knowledge, he hasn't even been questioned yet. Like, that's bizarre to me. There's also some word that, like, TMZ isn't covering this correctly because they are friends with his lawyer or something. Anyways, his BFF and people that have been assuming he had some involvement. This guy's name is Neo. Not like Neo, but another Neo. And he was arrested in Minnesota. And the thought is, people are thinking that he had part in the mutilation. Now, they know that Celeste's body was mutilated by several different people. They can tell that because of the different forces used and the different I don't know. That's their job. They can tell. So, there were several people involved. This is not a one-person mutilation job. And so he was arrested. And now tell me happened in LA, so he was at his mommy's house. You know, I'm sure she's probably like top dog enabler. My son can do no wrong type of mommy, because why would you know? So they had to get in touch with my, wherever I just said, that police department. I think it was Helena. They arrested him. Tell me why in his mugshot he's like ear to ear cheesing. Like, we are dealing with a psychopath, right? He didn't get bail. He can't make bail. I don't know if they're gonna try to like throw a bunch of charges and see what sticks. If they're gonna try to flip him for some kind of deal, but also at that point, what kind of a deal? If you were involved in that, you're doing life probably anyways, right? I don't know. Hopefully this leads to the arrest of that David guy. And like, I look at them and I see like these emo. I don't understand how. I don't know. Like, their mind must have went to like a dark place that's not even in our field of conception. Okay. If that's what the new emo is, then we're not having it. Okay. You're supposed to be like bangs, eyeliner, sad. Like, not this. This is so that is where we're at. That we'll watch that unfold. Now, this one that I'm about to mention, I advise you not to go looking for it, because I watched it and I'm still like, I thought about it the rest of the day. I thought it was, when I closed my eyes, I was still seeing it when I first put on the video, and I got the trigger warning. I was like, okay, it's a father and son, and it sounds like there might be like a misunderstanding, like they're just playing around, wrestling or something. I did not really know what to expect, but I did not expect what I was about to see. And it shows this mom, she's like walking into a room with her, you know, she's filming it, so you're seeing what she's filming, and she's like, what are you guys doing? And you see that like the dad and the son, well, you can see kind of the dad's head and his backside, and then you see that his son is like laying next to him, but you can't see the son's head or anything. Like, the son is completely under the blanket. And she's like, what are you guys doing? And it looks like they got caught. Okay. You hear like a little snap or a pop, and then you see the son come out from under the blanket. Now, this is a grown man. The son is a grown man. Okay. I don't know what age he is, but I don't really know any grown men that cuddle with their dad full length. You know, I can see putting your feet on the dad, like if your dad's sitting on the couch and you throw your feet up on him or something. It was something I've never been exposed to before. Okay, so when I saw it, I was like, what is this? And then the dad's like, what? Like, and then the son pops up and he's like, I was looking at my phone under the blanket. But you can see like also the dad's ass cheeks are kind of out on the other, like the side that we're walking into the room on, and it was very disturbing. And then so she posts that, and then she's not on, and it goes obviously completely viral. Like, everybody's like, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? And she waits like 2 weeks, and then she gets on and she makes a response, and her response is like clearly her reading off ChatGPT. Like, ma'am, I can't. And her response is that she's like, I was just filming a wholesome moment, because she uses her race, like she's like, we're Pacific Islanders and we are close. And so I was just filming me as a content creator, I was filming a wholesome moment. She goes, well, what had happened was, and this does not line up, she says that me and his dad were walking past the room and we saw him smiling at his phone. And it was the type of smile that you would use over a crush or a girl or something. So then his dad went uses this Pacific Island. She says it Pacific Islander like 10 times, basically making it to be like everybody was hating on her for being that. And everybody's like, there is some clear going on, right? Now, they go back on her account and they find out that she's got younger kids too, so everybody's concerned. And one of them she talks about, which why would you talk about this? This is so humiliating to the kid, that one of them has a bedwetting problem. Which, if you know, that's one of the signs of possibly being involved in some of that kind of activity. So they're like, we need to look out for these kids. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that if something's going on between this grown man and his dad, like, grown man, I don't know, was he 20? I don't know. If that's going on, I don't think it just started, right? But somebody needs to go into that, separate and see what's going on. Apparently the cops were called. But when the cops got to the house and they told him, like, this is the guy in question, this is the son in question, and the cops were like, that's an adult, we'll leave you guys alone. So I guess they weren't interested because their child is an adult. Like, they're like, oh yeah, I don't know what that was about then. Like, they just left. But I'm pretty sure that's still not. I guess in some states it is. Okay. I don't know why it would be. Who makes these laws? Okay. So they left it alone after that, but they need to investigate further, I believe. The feeling that gave me, I'm like, no, this is going to bother me. I wish I wouldn't have saw it. I don't advise. I think if you do want to go see it for yourself, it's called like Dad and His Son Blanket or something. If you search that, you'll probably find it. But I don't advise it. If you do, then yeah, leave your comments. Let me know what you thought. But okay, anyways, if you watched this all the way to the end, thank you very much. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, good night, sleep, and I will see y'all real soon.